Solana is coming up. Despite Bitcoin taking a breather today, a lot are still going upwards, which is good. But Solana is back up, $64, mid-60s. There's several reasons why I believe. First of all, Robinhood expands to the EU, which is fantastic. But they opened up Bitcoin, ETH, and guess what? Solana. One of the best performers of this year, especially being a big cap. A lot of people think that Solana could be right behind Ethereum by the end of this cycle. They're already at number 6. They're ready to flip XRP and BNB. And, you know, if they're at number 4, then it's not so far-fetched to be at number 3, although number 3 and 4, there's a big gap there, right? A lot of people think that Solana will go upwards, and right now, they're making all the right moves. Their DeFi network activity is going up to the moon. There is a new project called Jitto. Yeah, I think it's Jitto. Not ghetto. Jitto liquid staking. But what is Jitto? MVV Power Staking Rewards. They are a liquid provider, which basically means you can stake your Solana, get some juicy APY, 7%. Okay, and they give you a synthetic Solana that you can use for other purposes. So I believe that APY is higher than what even Solana offers. And the reason why they can offer more than Solana is because they're taking advantage of MEV. What is MEV? MEV, hard to say. Basically, there are certain stakers, okay, that have MEV turned on, which means that they can actually pick and choose which transactions they want to process first. Because there are some people that pay a little bit more gas fees to make their transaction go faster, right? So basically, Jitto is taking that and putting it into a pool and giving it back to people that are staking. So that's how they're able to do it, okay? And they have a whole bunch in here. So, and even if you're not interested in that, just know that liquid staking is a huge thing. Look at how big Rocket Pool is or Lido is. They are absolutely massive, especially Lido. They're like, what are they? They're like multi-billions. So liquid staking, yeah, right here, 2 billion, right? So now you have something equivalent within the Solana ecosystem, and there's a lot of people using it already, 68,000 people to be exact. You know, to see what their value is at, their overall market cap, if relatively low, could be a pretty good pickup. Could be a pretty good pickup. Beam. I just talked about them a few days ago, and since then they've been rallying. Not due to me, but just a lot of development, a lot of games, everything that's going on. Today they rallied some more, 12%. What's going on with Beam? Well, they formed this big partnership with Immutable X. Immutable and Mirrored Circle, they're joining forces. Mirrored Circle is a DAO, so they have a lot of money, right? But it seems like Beam is going to take advantage of Immutable's new chain, their ZK EVM chain, which is powered by Polygon. So in essence, all three companies are kind of joining forces. More interoperability, sharing of security, simplifies gaming development, right? It just seems like it's a marriage made in heaven because they're all heavily into games and NFTs, and it kind of works, right? It kind of works. Amazon partnered up with a game called Gods Unchained. It's arguably the biggest card game, crypto card game that we have that's on top of Immutable X. So if you're an Amazon Prime member, which I know a lot of you guys are, you could get free card packs. Like this, a rare pack bundle. Ends in about a month. You get it for free just by being an Amazon member. I don't know how they pulled that off, but they did. And that's pretty good. That is pretty good. And Gods Unchained, I didn't even know. They're already on the Epic Games Store, right? But right now, as games are getting hotter and hotter and hotter in the space, I think they're going to do quite well, especially with partnerships like this. But overall, I think Immutable is going places for sure. Beam is going places for sure. And a lot of projects, specifically games within, are going to do well. Another one I didn't bring up is WagMe Games, which is also on Immutable X. I'm advisor for them, and they have been on fire as well, right? So there's a lot of great projects that's on fire. Now, what about something that's not gaming? Helium. Helium is up 81%. 81%, and it's not stopping. Helium is one that, quite frankly, I said, I don't know. I was high on Helium back in 2021, right? But then a lot of controversy happened. They decided to move to Solana. And that caused a lot of controversy because Helium people did not want to move to Solana. Okay? And they were stagnant for many, 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 many months. I mean, you could argue years. But they just announced something out of the blue that just made them pump. And now maybe it's time to look at them once again. But obviously, you don't want to get into something that's up 80% in a single day. Okay? You got to wait for it to cool down. But what did they release? They released their own mobile carrier, Helium Mobile, and they're offering $20 a month unlimited plan for text, talk, and data. That is significantly cheaper than any other wireless carrier in the U.S. I don't know about worldwide. A lot of you guys are watching worldwide, but in the U.S., man, it's way more expensive than $20 a month, right? And they're leveraging their hotspots because there's a lot of Helium miners out there, and they're leveraging, they're going to share cell towers. They didn't say who, but probably with AT&T or something, right? So with the combination of the two, they're able to do this, right? So in case you're wondering, those Helium hotspots, right, that are used for 5G, they have two of them. They have 5G one, and they have one to create a low mesh network. So there's a ton in Europe. There's a ton. There's more in Europe than even in the United States. There's a lot of dApps, okay, within already. A lot of partners, a lot of hardware partners especially, right? But also, part of, I guess, the new token economics is that HNT will be burned, okay? The thing is, you need to have these credits in order to operate. They're called DCs, data credits. And in order to get data credits, you need to basically use your HNT to buy them, which in essence burns the HNT. So you could see, because of this, it's kind of deflationary. It removes Helium from circulation, right? Which is good. So the more people that use this mobile carrier, okay, I mean, if we get millions and millions and millions of users using this, and they're buying Helium for data credits, and it's burning Helium, right? Obviously, you could see that's going to cause a supply shock for Helium and cause Helium to pump up, like what's doing right now, right?